Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever episode on this channel of My Team Career Mode. F1 2022 is going to be releasing in a couple days, so before the game actually drops, I want to get all of the pre-game administrative work out of the way, and you guys are going to help me with all of that. So today guys, it is part 0 of my F1 2022 My Team Career Mode, and basically I need your help. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to have a bunch of different polls and options in my Discord server that you guys are going to be able to vote for. And then once the actual game comes out, whatever the top voted, I guess, stat or option will be used in my Team Career Mode for Season 1. And then going on into Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, I'll be having more polls. It's just that I want to get an F1 2022 video up for you guys as early as possible. And this is probably the best way to do it. So like I said before, you guys are going to be the ones voting, and there's only one way to vote. The one way to vote is by joining my Discord, clicking the F1 2022 Board of Directors tab on my Discord, and just voting. It's very simple. I have had a little bit of pre-voting just going on, but I'm pretty sure a majority of the votes are probably going to come from this video. So like I said, join the Discord, click the tab, and just vote. That's all you have to do, and if you want to stay in the Discord, you can. If you want to leave the Discord, I literally can't stop you. So with that being said, guys, let's take a look at all of the options that we're going to be going through, starting with the power unit. So the power unit is a very fundamental part of the car, as we've seen in pretty much every single F1 season to ever exist, basically, and especially in F2, because, you know, the F2 power units blow up at least 5 times a race, which is kind of funny. So in F1, there are 4 different power unit manufacturers that we can choose from. One is Ferrari, you know, the Ferrari power unit. Probably not the best reliability, probably very good performance. Number 2, Mercedes power unit. Probably very good reliability, as we've seen in 2022, and maybe not the best performance, but if it's based off of last year, then probably good bad reliability, good performance. Who knows what we'll get. Number 3, Red Bull. Probably very, very good performance, maybe about same durability or even a little better durability than Ferrari. And then last but not least is the Renault power unit, which I'm sure probably a lot of people are going to choose actually going into F1 2022, as Alpine is the only team that uses Renault engines. Personally, for me, I don't want to persuade your decisions or anything, but I am leaning towards Ferrari. As you guys know, I am a probably one of the most massive Ferrari fans out there. But once again, this is all up to you, so we'll see what happens there. So just as a quick reminder, the 4 power units are Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and Renault, and you can vote on them in my Discord. Link is in the description and probably going to be in the pinned comments. Next up is a very important poll, and this is probably one of the most important ones because it is what you guys will likely see on almost every single episode in Season 1, and this is the livery or the color scheme for my team and for the My Team livery. I have 5 different options for you guys to choose from. Number 1 is just Ferrari red, gold, and black, and I did put all these liveries, I did put all of these color schemes / like paint schemes on F1 2021 cars in the F1 2021 game, just to see sort of how they would look like if they were on a livery. I don't have the F1 2022 game, so I would have put them on there, but I didn't have the game, so I put them on 2021 cars, just so you guys can see sort of what it looks like. So the first one, like I said, is red, gold, and black. The second option is sort of like a more-ish Alfa Romeo-ish livery, and sort of also kind of a dark red Canada. It is like a dark red, sort of like a beigeish red. We have white, and then we have black. It is quite a plain color scheme, but it looks great. Number 3, this one is also based off of Alfa Romeo, but this was, I believe, their 2020 or 2019 Heart Snake testing livery, or Valentine's Day I believe it was for. I love this livery. I don't know what it is. I thought it was amazing. It is dark gray, orange, white, and black. Could be a fun livery to do, as it really shakes up the color scheme of the channel here. Number 4 is my channel's color scheme, which is sort of a lighter red, darker red, gold, and black. A livery like this could look very cool, and it does look a little bit off in the 2021 game, but I'm sure in the 2022 game, I can make some magic going and make the livery look pretty good. And number 5, as you guys know, I am Canadian, and 5 is just straight up Canada colors. Red and white, and then with black accents, because you need to have at least 3 colors, basically. Poll number 3 is a very important poll, as this is the literal team name, and there are a few limitations in the F1 game. I don't think you can have the name Scuderia in front of your team. I don't know if that's some sort of copyright or something, but you can have that. And I believe there is some other things, like I don't think you can put Renault in your name, or maybe you just can't put any like power supplier. I'm not really too sure, but there are some limitations, so I tried to remove those. So number 1 is just literally my channel's name with a space though, called CFRacing. CF stands for Canadian Flash, which is a Hightail channel that I also run, but the game currently isn't out yet, so I'm doing F1 content at the moment. And this is a good name. I mean, it's literally called CFRacing. I mean, it sounds like a good name to me. Number 2 is called CF Motorsports. Big fan of that one. Number 3 is CFRacing Ferrari. I believe you were allowed to put Ferrari in there, and I think CFRacing Ferrari would be a good name if we do end up going with the Ferrari power unit. Number 4 is called Flash Racing, because I like the Flash, probably my favorite superhero. And number 5 is Canadian Racing, because I am Canadian, basically. And you cannot have a fully functioning Formula 1 team without a second driver, and this is what this next poll is. And this poll is basically going to be, what F2 teammate are we going to go for? And there are 6 options for this. So number 1 is a Ferrari Academy driver, junior or junior driver, and currently I believe in the game it is like Robert Schwartzman and Marcus Armstrong. Don't know if there's any other ones. Maybe if Callum Ilot's in the game, he'll be an option, but we'll see whatever you guys vote for. Number 2 is a Red Bull junior driver with Liam Lawson and Jehan Daruvula. I believe Dennis Hauger and Iwasa will be in a F2 update in the future, and I'm not going to include Vips into this as he didn't say something very good on a live stream recently. Number 3 is Alpine Juniors or Renault Juniors. I forget what it is now. I don't know if it's Alpine Academy or Renault Academy. But we have Oscar Piastri, who is probably a big fan favorite here. And then there also is other drivers like Christian Lundgaard. You know, he's pretty solid. He's in, I think he's in IndyCar now, but he's still up in there. He raced in F2 last year, so he still will be in the game. Next up is the Williams drivers. Probably no one's going to vote for them, but you know, the GOAT, Roy Nissany, he's there. Jack Aitken, and then maybe if the F2 update comes out, Logan Sargent. That would be pretty cool. Number 5 is the Sauber Junior. I believe there's only one, and it is Teo Pourchaire, but he is probably my pick to win the F2 title this year, though Dragovic is looking pretty solid. So we're going to put Teo Pourchaire in Sauber Junior. And last, but certainly not least, there are drivers with no academy, like Dan Ticktum. As we know, he got kicked out of the Williams Academy, or he, in quotation marks, left after the Scooby-Dooby-Doo comment on Twitch. And then there is current F2 championship leader, who, big surprise in my opinion, Felipe Dragovic. He could be very solid. And there's also a bunch of other guys like Sean Galale and all those dudes, but I don't know if they'll really be. Sean Galale even, I don't even think Sean Galale was in F2 last year, so maybe not. Maybe Sean Galale won't even be in the game anymore. That kind of sucks, but I can mod him in probably. Next up is quite a big poll, as this is something that is brand new and I think exclusive so far to the F1 2022 game, and this is sort of the starting spot for where your team will start in F1 in 2022's My Team Career Mode, and there are 3 options. One is a front runner, sort of like if maybe a team like Audi would join the Formula 1 and they go straight to the front of the grid, or basically maybe what Braun did in 2009. One, I think this will be great for simulations, but it's still really cool. The second option is midfield team, sort of like where Haas were when they joined Formula 1. They were basically like mid to top of the midfield, and if you want to see my team start in the midfield, let me know. We'll do that. And then there is back marker, which I think most people are going to vote for, which I personally want to start as. I personally want to start as a back marker, as my team probably won't have any crazy financial backing or anything. Who knows, unless we get like Sean Galale as like a reserve driver. Back marker is basically what the normal setting was for my team, and then, you know, you can work your way up in the grid if you get upgrade the stuff on your car. But like I said before, this option just in general is great for simulations. For a guy who simulates like I do all the time, I love this option. I cannot wait to use it once the game actually releases and I do a F1 2022 simulation. That's gonna be something awesome. And last but certainly not least, this poll is gonna be about what type of sponsor I'm going to initially sign as the title sponsor for my team. So the first option is a low risk sponsor. So basically, I believe it is one of those sponsors that just say complete an entire season. That is very easy to do. Everybody's going to do it. You're going to get not the highest pay reward, but you still will get a good reward, and at least you will get a reward. Number 2 is a medium risk sponsor. This is probably a sponsor that is maybe like don't finish dead last, but also like try to finish higher than like 10th or something, or higher than 9th. So maybe don't be like last or second last, be like third last, and maybe score a few points finishes here or there. It is possible to do. It'll probably give you a pretty good pay reward if you get that done, but if you don't, it's still not the end of the world if you don't complete it, but then again, you also won't get a solid payout. And last but not least, this is probably one that I think a few people might actually try this year, and this is a high risk sponsor. And I feel like this sponsor is probably like score over like 50 points, score over 100 points, score over, I don't even know, 25 points in the year. Basically, you're going to want a sponsor that will give you crazy high payouts if you want a high risk sponsor, if you can get some like crazy high rewards. And then this would be, these sponsors really play into the previous poll of where you want to start. Like if you want a higher sponsor, yeah, maybe you want to start as a front runner. If you're going to go for a back marker team, you're probably going to want a low risk sponsor. But either way, this is all up for you guys to decide. So I'll see what you guys want to see in the polls. Once again, in my Discord, link is in the description. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. If you do enjoy and you want to be a part of the board directors for my F122's My Team Career Mode, and going on and forward in other career modes like F1 in 2023, 2024, or 2025, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, and also guys, like I said before many times in this video, if you want to be a part of this, join the Discord. If you want to vote, join the Discord, hit the F1 2022 Board of Director tabs under the Information tab, and just vote. And if you want, be a part of the Discord. We got some cool people down there. We got a great staff team with Loot, SB, Saiketsu, Kyle, and I think it is Coffee. Yes, that's the last one. I think it's Coffee. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the first episode of F1 2022, which should release on Tuesday, because I believe the game for the Champions Edition is releasing tomorrow, the 27th. And with that being said, see you guys next time. Goodbye.